Hey, Ruama, welcome back.
Hello.
Good to
Sorry,
see
I'm
you.
munching. I need to get something to eat.
No, I am on the verge of eating my desk. So I understand. As soon as I'm done this class, I will go and have my lunch.
I'm having breadsticks with blue cheese.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it's just
I I'm not a fan of blue cheese, I'll be honest, but I can see why you'd enjoy it.
yes.
Are you at
So
work right now or at home?
now at home, here is already 9 p.m.
Of course, of course. I didn't think of that. Um, how long have you been living in England now?
Almost 4 years in total. Yes.
And do you like it? Like, do you feel like you fit in with well, we're going to be talking about culture today. I know that you've told me before what you think, but do you feel like you're fitting in with the culture more or less?
Oh, in the beginning, I was trying really hard. I almost
Mm-hmm.
get some kind of depression together with the English people. But I gave up to feed too much because also what you bring from your culture is the sparkling
I think
that
so
they
too.
make you stand out. If you're just like them and dress like them and talk like them and behave like them, you don't stand out.
I
So,
totally agree. I absolutely
but
agree.
there are some social rules that you need to follow.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Well, thanks for coming back. It's nice to see you again. Natasha, welcome to the class.
Hello, Abby. Hello, guys. It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. Thank you for coming in. It's nice to have you. Where are you from?
I'm from Belarus.
From Belarus.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
My family is from Belarus.
Wow, it's great.
I have never been myself, but that's my grandfather was born there, and he came to Canada when he was in his teens. And yeah, so that's where our heritage is. That's fantastic.
It's fantastic. Yes, I absolutely agree with you. It's interesting.
Thanks for coming, Natasha. It's nice to meet you. My
Thank
name is
you.
Abby,
Thank
and
you.
obviously I'm from Canada. Amp, welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again. And is it Ahmed?
Yeah,
Welcome to the class. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself? Where are you from?
yeah. My name is Ahmed. I'm from Saudi Arabia.
Beautiful. Welcome to the class. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Adela.
Hello, Abby. How are you today?
Hey. I'm really good. It's so nice to hear your voice again. How have you been?
Um, my uh, my timetable is not same to you, and I'm in Berlin, but not in your class because it's not good the time for me.
Adela, I have not been teaching, so you don't have to apologize.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I've taken quite, I think my last classes, I taught yesterday for a couple hours, but my last classes were like back in November, so it's been a while since I've taught.
Ah, okay.
Thanks for joining us, though. It's nice to have you with us.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, Benjamin. Welcome to the class.
Hola, gracias.
De nada. Where are you from?
Ah, soy de Nueva York.
Okay, but are you speaking English with us today, or are you only going to speak Spanish?
I may have joined the wrong button. I'm sorry.
Are you? Oh, I see. So you are American.
Oh yeah, I clicked the wrong button. I was really confused why you're talking in English too.
Yeah, no.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
See you later. And Senya?
Hello.
Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Good to see you again. Happy to have you. Mateo, welcome back.
Hola.
Hola, hola. And Mustafa, welcome back to the class.
Hello, welcome back. Good to see you again.
Thank you. So today's class is totally conversational. We are going to be using this class to talk about culture, and I have a document with a list of questions that will help to keep us going. You'll have to mind me. I'm getting a little hungry, like Ruama said she was eating her lunch. And sometimes when I get hungry, I get a little bit crazy. So bear with me. We will get to this next hour together. The first question that I have for conversation is, what is culture? What is that? If you were to describe culture, what would it be? So maybe we could have Adela. Do you want to answer that question for us? We'll start with you.
Maybe. I think culture is all knowledge a group, ethnic group have about different things. For example, food, cuisine, food, religion, etc. I think is a group of things. This is different to the other people, the other groups, ethnic groups.
Right. I like how you worded that. Knowledge related to a specific area or group of people. Very good. Does anyone else have any further explanation of what is culture? No? Okay.
Maybe, sorry. A group of beliefs and behavior that a specific group have. Can be a country, can be your neighborhood, can be your class.
Mm-hmm.
Everything has a culture within. So yeah, so behavior, beliefs, and social conduct. If I said this right.
Beautiful. Yeah. Between you and Adela, I think we have it covered, right? It could be a belief system, the food, the spices, the dance, what people do for fun. Those are all related to culture for sure. Now, what about ethnicity? What is ethnicity? Maybe we could have Mustafa answer that for us. What is ethnicity?
I don't have any idea what's ethnicity. It is from ethnic? Ethnicity? Can you hear me, by the way?
That's okay.
Teacher?
Yeah?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah. What did you...
Okay. So it is, by the way, to be honest with you, I translated. It is like the fact or state of belonging to a social group that has a common nationality or cultural tradition.
Right. So what is your ethnicity?
My ethnicity is like Arabic, Arabic, something like that.
Arabic?
Yeah.
Perfect. Good. What is your ethnicity, Jose? Welcome to the class.
Hello, teacher.
Hello, hello. What's your ethnicity?
The ethnicity, I think it is related to a particular race of people.
Okay. Related to a specific race? Race is a good word to describe ethnicity. Good. Nice. Nicely done. Anyone else have a comment about the differences between culture and ethnicity? All right. Ahmed, are you there? Ahmed, are you there? Okay, we'll go to amp. Ahmed, we can't hear you. I'm sorry. I'm not sure if it's your microphone or your connection, but we can't hear you. So amp. Explain how every person, so not just a group of people, but explain how every person has a culture and an ethnic background.
Seems that you was born in a certain place, you just grow with the learning the characteristic of the people that live around you, what are the folklore, what the customs, belief, and all of them have a big influence in yourself.
Right. Very good. Excellent answer. And it's true, right? Like you're born in an area and you can't even avoid the fact that you will be influenced by the ideas and the beliefs and what's going on around you. Amaury, welcome to the class.
Hey, teacher. Thank you.
Nice to see you again. I believe I've had you in a class before.
Yes, I think 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Thanks for coming to the class. It's nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Natasha, what else do you think influences a person's culture?
Okay, I think that when person lives in some country around him are people with their culture, they have the big influence on this person, because in this case a person try to be the same with them, so they learn to have such behavior as these people. He listen and watch the same program such as news, cultural news, music, maybe movies or films, and this person grow up in this tradition of this cultural background, and it's can be his origin behavior too in the result.
Very good. Thanks for sharing. So what we're going to do now is an exercise that will allow us to learn about everybody's culture. So I'm going to act like I'm a student with the rest of you, and we're just going to have a conversation where you ask a different person in the class a question about their culture or where they're from. Okay, so we'll start with Senya, why don't we start with you? Choose a different person in the class and ask them a question about their culture to learn more about where they're from, what their background is.
Mustafa. And what kind of question? What is your national music? Yes? Kind of music. Something like that?
I like it. Yeah, anything about their culture. So that's up to you.
Yes, Mustafa, what is your national music?
What is my national music stand for? Like I have to say the national, like patriot, like something like that, or what?
No, what is culturally? What do people listen to? What kind of music do people listen to in your culture?
Oh, okay, it makes sense. Usually, you know, it's common to listen to your country like music, something like that. Like people always prefer their music than other music, and that doesn't like prevent them from listening to another like international music. However, our culture like prohibited music here, so what can I say? Like, if you come to the religion and you want to be like a religious person, or you come to the religious person, you cannot listen to the music because it's like prohibited. We have specific kind of music like energetic music, something make you positive, motivate you, all about motivating thing, like about like something like that. Doesn't relate it to love, something like this, because this is like some pet peeve. Um, so that is like what can I say about the music in my country.
Good.
If you have any question, I am here.
Senya, you can respond to that if you like, or you can ask him an additional question.
Is additional so for music, yes. In your country, you can often listen music from a group of people or a single people.
To be honest with you, Ksenia, I didn't understand you clearly. Like you mean attending concerts, something like that?
No, you can. It's like band or just a single singer. What is more common in your culture?
Like the people are listening to band more or to single music, right?
So yeah,
Single singer.
Yeah. Singer. Yeah. I think it depends on the people themselves, what they are preferring. But I told you like the general idea about the culture here. So it depends on each one. So it's up to him. That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. Thank you
Good
for
question, Senya. Thank you, and nice answers, Mustafa. Mustafa, choose a different member of the class and ask them a question about their culture.
Matteo, sorry. Matteo, I know your opinion already about Italy. Romia or Roma, something like that.
Roma.
Okay.
Yes.
And can you tell me one thing that recognize your culture?
Can you all hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Sorry, the question is something that recognizes my culture.
Oh.
Yeah, something specific, special, unique.
Probably for Brazilians, the easiest thing I can say is the samba, the dance. So everybody knows samba is kind of from Brazil, and everybody knows about the carnival and all the costumes we wear for the carnival and our parties and dance. I think that's the most famous things about Brazil and our culture for now.
Okay. Thank you for your answer.
Thank you for your question.
Ask her if she's a good samba dancer.
Yeah, that's a good question. Yeah, answer me. This is my question. Are you a good samba dancer?
Well, yes, actually I used to teach how to samba for beginners, and yes, I can samba, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Fantastic, good. So now that you are in, just going to continue with it, and anyone who wants to jump in with an additional question, feel free to do so. Ruama, now that you're in England, do you find that as far as like dancing and being out in public in that way, like in more of like a party atmosphere, do you find England a little bit boring?
Yes, but not really. To be honest, the young people between, I don't know, 18 and 28, English people, they are really polite without drink. But after they drink, they even crazier than Brazilians, trust me. They lost. They lose all the politeness and the British education after they drink.
That is so funny. I love it. That's hilarious. I think the British are known to know how to have a drink or two or 5.
Or 10. They drink a lot. I don't drink personally. I don't drink alcohol. And yes, they go crazy, and girls on the floor in the middle of the streets, they vomit everywhere. They're not ashamed of anything.
Ooh.
Yes.
All right.
Central London, 3 a.m. It's mad.
Sorry, that's our English man, English people.
Yes, English people. English.
I don't like. He doesn't like Italian people either, so hopefully none of the British are offended.
No, no, I don't like.
We know you don't like the Italians either,
Yeah,
Matteo. You told
okay,
us.
you know.
Beautiful. Okay, so Ruama, if you want to choose somebody else to engage them in conversation and ask them a question about their culture.
Okay, as Matteo was talking, Matteo is Italian, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm born just in Italian.
Where in Italy did you born?
But now I live in all over the world. Now I stay in Panama. Next week I stay in Florida. I like
So,
to travel.
what in Italian culture you hate most?
It. I don't know why.
Good question.
When said Italian, all of the people thinking it. Okay, what about Italian culture? No, sorry. The question is, what about Italian culture do you hate most?
Yes.
Sorry. I understand the it. Sorry. Okay.
Spaghetti, we know.
No. Probably in a culture. The Italian culture hate pay tax.
Why do you hate that about Italian culture?
Why?
Yeah, why do you dislike that about Italian culture?
Because the Italian culture, the tendency, I can say tendency make things underground. Okay. The Italian don't like pay taxes because it's like are like a fox.
They're like, okay, so you think they're dishonest? Dishonest in business.
Something like that. Dishonest people in the last time. And I don't know why. I think because in Italy we have a individualist culture, thinking just for own family.
Okay. Selfish. Okay. But there are many good things about the Italian culture.
Good things. Yes, we have good things. But for me, in my opinion, in the last time, there are a lot of things that for me it's bad in the Italian. Because in the last 10 or 15 years, there are a lot of things that changed.
Right.
Because the Italian people changed. It's not like in the past.
Like every culture, I think we've all noticed our groups of people making changes, right? Things have, when times get difficult or when times are good, there's changes that come along with that, right?
We lost which sense of the community.
We've lost our community. Yeah, I get that. Good. Our sense of community. Perfect. So Matteo, ask a different student who has not yet participated a question about their culture.
I don't know. Natasha. Natasha, are you there?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here. I'm sorry.
No problem, no problem. Sorry, where are you from?
I'm from Belarus.
Ah, Belarus. Yeah. Ah, okay. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. Belarus. Question. Now I don't have nothing in my mind. Which
There's something interesting about the president of Belarus, no? Tell us about your president and how he's different than, say, other presidents like Obama. What's different about your president?
Okay, okay. It's a difficult question because it's political question.
Well, it's special. It's special.
Yes, special. I don't know how I can say about it. I can't compare them because they are so difficult persons.
What's about
I don't know. I think that our president, wow.
How long has he been the president?
Oh, he has been managing our maybe for 20 years. It's like a king, our king. And unfortunately, I don't know. I think that there are a lot of people who want to change him, but he doesn't want to do it. So, so in this case, instead of our opinion on this case, we will have his opinion and his mention. And I really don't believe that we can sometimes change in this situation. So we have only two ways. One way is we live here and we do like other people. I mean that we live, work, grow up our children, and hope on our better future. And we have another way, found other country. There we have found maybe better life for us and for other children too. If we will compare our president with Obama, so we have first different things, like maybe Obama will be changed in the nearest future. Yes, he has second time of manage, and I said that our president will be a long time with us. And yes, and maybe I think that the president of the USA try to hear his population, his people, and try to do something better for them. In our case, maybe our president believes that he doing better for us, but he don't ask us about it.
Okay.
You see?
Matteo, do you want to ask your question still?
Oh yeah. While you're talking, I have. Which kind of behavior have usually the people, Belarusian people, between there?
Sorry. Can you repeat your question again?
Which kind of behavior the Belarusian people have between there?
I don't really I don't know what I can say on this question. I suppose that our people are really very kind and calm, and in this case Oh, we have what we have. You mean maybe if we were more force or more strong, maybe we have the opportunity to change something in the nearest time.
Good, excellent answer and very good question. You could word it like this, Mateo. You could say, what kind of behavior do Belarusians have? Okay? Good. So, Natasha, can you please ask, let's get you to ask Adela, Mauri, Amp, or Jose. Ask one of them a question about their culture now. We'll listen to them.
Okay. I want to ask Adela, and I'm sorry if I repeat the question of this previous question of Mateo, but it's an interesting thing for me, for example. And Adela, can you say about your president and about your political situation in your country and how people reacted on this?
In this moment, we have a problem because elections. Last week we had elections to the town hall and areas, community, etc. And in 3 or 4 months, maybe the government will change. Because society in Spanish, I think, is in this moment don't like the government, don't like the corruption, the problems we have in the country, and maybe we'll have a change in 6 months, more or less. The crisis has increased that this problem, politicians are very corrupt, bravery, etc. is a problem.
Bribery.
Maybe the society like other kind of government.
Yes, I see. This problem very similar with us problem. It's true. Thank you, Adela.
I think we would probably find that corruption is a problem in every culture. It's not just related to one, right? Adela, fantastic answer. Thank you, Natasha. So Adela, can you choose a Mauri, Amp, or Jose and ask them a question, or Senya and ask them a question about their cultures?
Okay, maybe Senya. Is Senya. Okay. Do you have a priority religion, or do you don't have religion, or what is your country the problem with religion, or there are different groups, more or less is about the behavior of related with religion.
Honestly, I don't know about religion a lot. I don't know anything about religion, but I don't know. We believe in God only, I know, and nothing special. It's a very difficult question for me.
So,
it's not for me.
But do you have in your country religion groups? For example, I don't know, but Orthodox or same, or people is agnostic about your religion?
I'm sorry, Adela, I don't know.
Okay, I changed my question.
It's a dark forest for me.
Okay, about, for example, food, what is the typical foods in your country?
Special food? I think all kind of
Yes,
soups.
attività.
I think all kind of soups because in common we have 3 courses for dinner. So we have salad, then soup, and then I don't know, something like chicken or meat. So Russian people eat a lot, but nowadays I think it's very expensive to eat a lot, and I think we start to eat less.
Okay. Thank you.
Beautiful. Excellent question, Adela. Thank you. And Senya, thank you as well. So maybe I'll get Jose. Would you like to ask Amaury a question or Amp a question?
Yes, I would like to know what is the most important problem in your country?
Who are you asking?
For Amp.
For Amp.
To Amp. Yeah.
What is an important problem right now?
The most important problem in your country now.
Probably the rate of unemployment. It could be even when the authorities said that the rate have decreased. Is because most of the reason is because people are just working in something else different the career that they studied just to survive. That's why they are working, but that it doesn't mean that the problems have been solved. Just trying to hide a little the reality, because the necessity if people are being pushing to do something else, but the problem, the real problem, it's still there. We don't have enough space for a lot of professionals that we have every year.
Okay, in Spain it's the same now. We have the same problem.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tell us something positive or something about your culture, Amp, that you find is exciting, that you really like.
Well, yes, my country is a small one, but they have 4 different regions, and you can enjoy different kind of music depending on the area that you go, different kind of landscapes. You can go to the mountain, or you can go to the rainforest, or you can go to the beach. So, and also you have also the Galapagos Island, and you have like a big lab just when you travel to there.
Beautiful. Yeah, so there are a lot of positives as well, right? Amp, go ahead and ask Amaury a question about his culture. I have a feeling you know each other.
Amaury, well, you were you were living in your country, and then you moved to Mexico. How was this challenge to face another culture, or it wasn't too difficult to adapt you?
Okay, good question. I think to stay in Mexico and to try to speak Spanish was the first difficult that I have had, and to eat their food it's very spicy to me. And now I can cook something, but I'm not cooking well, and I can eat. Those office of that was my how can I say, teacher? I don't know.
Challenge?
My challenge, yeah, my challenge.
Amaury, you're from Brazil, right?
Yes.
So in
But
Brazil,
I've been living in Mexico.
you have, your cuisine is a lot of meat, am I right?
Can you repeat that question?
In Brazil, your food is mostly like barbecued or grilled meats. Is that correct?
No, rice, beans, chicken, bistec, something like that. It's more
Okay.
common.
Okay. I think. And what part of Mexico do you live in? I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, I lived in the north, in Nuevo León. I was living in the south too. And now I am in the middle, Guadalajara. And
Oh, okay.
yes, in my opinion, in Mexico there are a lot of foods. You can eat something different uh, each day by year, in my opinion. And there are a lot of foods here. There are, I don't know why, it's very delicious taste the food here, and I think I don't know. Maybe I love more than my country. Maybe I don't know.
I think everyone here knows that Mexico is my favorite place on earth. It's like the best place ever. So I think you've made a good
Nice.
choice. It's a good choice for sure.
Yes, yes, I'm sure.
Good. So Amaury, can you ask Jose the last question for this round? Something about his culture?
Where are he from? I don't know.
From
Jose, where are you
Spain.
from?
From Spain.
From Spain. Okay. I don't know. About the music, what kind of music do you like to listen? And and do you like in your country? And what kind do you hate? I don't know.
I would like to listen classic music because I feel relaxed listening this kind of music. I hate to listen the disco music because I don't understand this kind of music. I think that for me is not good music. This kind of music doesn't have any letter. All the time is making noise, but nothing else.
Okay.
So Jose would not like hanging out with the Italians and the Brazilians and the Canadians. Would it be too loud for you, Jose?
Sorry?
Did you say you like peace and quiet? Like you like to have a peaceful environment?
Yes.
So you wouldn't like hanging out with us. We would be too loud for you. Okay, so if you could choose, some of you have traveled, some of you have seen more countries than I have, I'm sure. If you could choose one culture to discover or learn about, what culture would it be and why?
I would like to discover the Chinese culture because I think this culture is very, very different to the Spanish culture. I would like to know more about this culture. I know this culture only when I watch when I watch the TV, but anything else, I don't know this kind of culture.
Beautiful, okay. I like it. You've chosen something far from yourself where you don't have a lot of experience with that culture. Good. Anyone else want to share a specific culture that they would like to learn more about that is totally new for them and why?
Yes, I would love to know more about Indian culture. Even though I work with an Indian girl, I keep asking her questions about her country. But I think it's almost no end for Indian culture because there's so many people and they have so many different cultures inside India and language. It's just too rich in flavor, in color, in everything. I'm really curious to spend a year in India and explore, but I won't do it. But anyway.
I totally agree with you, Rama. I've always had a fascination with India. And I think for the same reason, like in Canada, we have many people from India, but it seems so in depth, like there's so much more to learn about the culture for sure.
Yes, and here in UK they have lots of Indians as well, and they have the festivals. But they always say, "Oh, it's not the same," so you not even want to go because they're always like, "No, it's not like that." No, or like carnival here. They have a carnival, and people ask, "Are you going to the carnival here?" I was like, "No, no way."
Good.
That's all. Sorry.
No, that's okay. Thank you for sharing. What about you, Mustafa? What would you choose? Any culture that you'd like to discover or know more about?
I already discovered American culture. Um, England. I touched with some of them. And seems like they are a little bit rigid. What can I say? Yeah, I want to complete my discovery to English culture.
What?
Go deep in through them to see some of their behavior. I have like this passion of
I can't
discovering them.
understand. Which one is it, Mustafa?
Teacher, United Kingdom culture.
United Kingdom. Okay. Okay.
Even though I hear some of them, I have some idea about them, but I want to go deep through it.
Beautiful. Good. Thank you for sharing. Anybody else want to tell me about a culture that they would really be curious or interested to learn more about?
I like Celtic culture. Maybe Irish or Gaelic.
Gaelic. Very good.
Yes, because I think I like the music. Celtic music have a specific sounds, have a mythology. I think about different um, um, knowledge, no, about the witch or the spirit or the ghost, maybe. I think it's interesting. In Spain, we have the north is a Celtic culture. We relate with Ireland and other people. It's interesting for me.
Good answer. Thank you for sharing that. The Irish and like that whole area for sure there's a lot of interesting stories and tales and things to learn about them for sure.
Stones, no, the circles of stone circles, etc.
Exactly.
They are mythology. Yes.
Good choice. Anyone else want to tell us about a culture that you're kind of fascinated with or you'd like to know more about? No? I was thinking,
I think maybe Arabic culture is totally different for us. The way that they dress, or the costumes, the desserts that they do, the food, everything. And we can start learning to talk aristocratic like Mustafa.
Absolutely. I like how I like that like because I understand a lot about your culture and I think your people would understand a lot about my people's culture as far as Americans in South America and Latin America. But as soon as you go across the Atlantic or the other way across the Pacific, it's like it's a totally different world in some ways, right? So it would be really interesting to just be able to watch a different culture like that. I have a student here at the college. She's from Mauritius. Has anyone ever been to Mauritius? Has anyone been there?
Which country you mean?
Mauritius.
Mauritius.
It's like between Africa and the Indian. It's like around the Indian Ocean. I'd have to like get on a map to see. Anyways, it's totally Mauritius. Okay, let me see if I can spell it right. No, that's not it. Mauritius. Mauritius? That's not right. I'm not spelling it right. I'd have to look it up. I'll look it up now. Mauritius. Okay. I think. Yeah, okay, I've got it. It's Mauritius. Here. Obviously, Canada is a country where we get to experience many different cultures because all of us have come from different countries, and that's what makes us Canadian. But it is kind of interesting when you see someone from a country like Mauritius because they're just not common, right? Small country. Good. Okay. How does time change a culture? Maybe you guys can tell me about your own personal cultures. How have you seen it change over, say, the last 10 years or the last 15 years? How has your personal culture changed? Maybe someone we haven't heard from in a bit.
I don't know, teacher. For example, when I was living in Brazil, there are people, in my opinion, who was more respectful and kindly, something like that. And then now when I see some notice from there, and I see a lot of younger teenagers, I think they are becoming vulgars or something like that. I don't know. I just guess. In Mexico, especially in Guadalajara, I think people here is more kindly, respectful, try to help each other all the time. So it is the difference that I've been seeing during 5 years, in my opinion.
Excellent. So you say that the level of respect with young people has changed?
Yes, yes. I think I don't know the way, the style of the teenagers, the young people. It's not good in my country right now. I think they like music that it's very strange. There are no good words in a lot of songs. I don't know. The culture is getting down. I don't know.
Okay.
I know.
That's my guess.
I know. Well, we have in Brazil bad songs as we have in America hip hop. If you listen, hip hop is the worst lyrics you can ever, like, not the protest hip hop, but the new commercial hip hop, the slangs and the sexual parts of the music. So we have in Brazil also music called funk, or even other kind of music that just talk low language. So it's really not educated. But you know what? I dance that as well. I don't like the lyrics, but I like the beat. So that's hip hop. You don't really like the lyrics because you will not do what the lyrics say, but you dance. For fun, it's fun. It's our culture. Not the best in the world, but we also have really clever and good music too, as bossa nova, worldwide known music. The Tom Jobim sings Garota de Ipanema. Na 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 na. Everybody knows. So we have good songs too. We have the bad and the good stuff. That's Brazil.
Beautiful. It sounds like you still have a great appreciation for your culture. I love that.
I need to. I grew up there, so I know the worst and the best, and we have, of course, both.
Good. Beautiful answers, you guys. Fantastic. Anyone else want to share? How their culture has changed over time? Go ahead.
Has changed the traditional family because 15 years ago we have a traditional family, but today with the permission to have the marriage, the people same gender has the divorce, etc. We have a lot of types of family. Is very rich about the possibility.
Excellent. Yeah. I was going to say that's a pretty powerful one. The idea of family has greatly changed in modern societies. Absolutely. Good. Anyone else have a comment or a question for anyone regarding their culture?
Yes, teacher. About Mexico, I was living in 3 different cities here, and I don't know. It's strange because in the north of Mexico, the most of people are looking to get a good job without improve their education. In the south of Mexico, it's very similar. But in the middle of Mexico, you can improve your skill to get a good job. And the most of people in the middle do try to get a good education, to improve their skills, and go for it. And the other cities, in my opinion, they don't. I don't know why. It's complicated, but I think this is the environment about each city here. I think it's interesting to visit all cities in Mexico.
Totally, and culture doesn't have to just refer to a country, Amari. Like you're saying, like every city or region can have its own unique mini culture in a way, right? Maybe they're Mexican, but they've got little things about them specifically that make them different than, say, their neighboring cities, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, you guys did a fantastic job in today's class. It was awesome hearing you express yourselves and ask different questions. Anything you'd like to add before we wrap it up?
Yes, the last thing. Sorry.
No, we were loving it. Me and Mateo were working on our shimmies. Come on, Mateo.
Come on.
Shake your booty. The Brazilians have a seat when it comes to booty.
Now I can't. Now I must be serious.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming. It was nice to see you again, and we will see you again soon, okay?
Thank you, teacher. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ciao.